want to tell you something. Don't be scared.
It's midnight, baby, just us two, no bright lights, nothing to prove. Your handshake, mine do too, but it feels right being close to you.
Come closer, don't look away. We both know why you came to stay. Your heart beats loud, I hear it too. This moment's a little taboo.
Don't rush it, move slow, feel the heat start to grow. If you want me, let it show. Tell me soft, tell me low. Taboo, taboo.
Midnight with you.
Hello and welcome everyone back to another Charm Chats and Happily Ever After Sprints. All month long, I'm hosting Charm Chats with rotating lineup of authors, Romantasy authors or fantasy romance. And I'm so glad everyone's here for today's conversation. I'm Shannon, writing underneath the pen name of SC Huston, and you're here on my YouTube channel where I run weekly writing sprints. I'm also the founder and conference chair of the AuthorTube Writing Conference, now heading into its 5th year. And we actually have a live stream coming up this Friday to talk about what the one-day conference looks like when we've been having a 3-day conference for the last few years. Besides what I do here on YouTube, I am an epic romantasy author who loves writing about broken characters, brutal choices, and love that refuses to let go in worlds of dangerous magic, sharp edges, and the occasional dragon. So today I'm joined by Katelyn Young. I'm especially excited to have her back because she's been here before in Charm Chats and on the channel for like the podcast and whatnot. She also was back here in February 2024 for Charm Chats, and that was fun. And so I think it's always great welcoming back authors and see how their writing has grown and what they've accomplished in the time. And Katelyn Young is a Wisconsin author who loves creating her own unique take on vampires and their lore. She has self-published 6 books in 4 years, including 5 vampire books, a new adult duology, The Vault and the Vocety. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And 3 paranormal vampire romance books, The Four, Omeo and Jewel, and Wretched Woods. When she isn't writing or reading about vampires, she can be found running her book editing business, The Editing Slayer. I love that. It's like, what do you even think about that? Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You love Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That's where I got it from.
So, or rewatching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And so welcome back, Katelyn. Let us know anything else. Tell us what's new since the last time you were here 2 years ago, and add anything I might have missed.
Yeah, so I have Wretched Woods next to me. It does have the little barcode or the little not for resale sign on it, but I do have Wretched Woods next to me. That released this past July 29th, 2025. And that's been doing really good. I think since I saw you last time, I think this is the only book that's came out. Maybe Omeo and Jewel came out since then, but I think it's just Wretched Woods, because I think I saw you in February of 2024.
Yeah, February 2024. I was thinking that Omeo and Jewel was just had come out about that time.
Yeah, it might have just came out. I think that one came out in August of 24 or August of 23. I don't remember.
All right. I meant to grab your link to your website. I'm going to drop that in the chat and link it. For anybody who is joining us, if you have any questions for Katie at any time, we're going to be moving into the author question section. You guys can go ahead and ask any question and start it with a cue. That way we know to pick it up. I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now. So, so there's the website for anyone coming in.
Thank you.
Oops, hit the wrong button. And we're going to move into the section on talking about the book, Wretched Woods. And so I always like to start with asking about why you write fantasy romance, but this is something I've already asked you. So the last time that you were on the show, you mentioned your love of vampires and romance. That's what led you into writing this genre. Now that you've written several books of the genre, what do you think keeps pulling you back to it?
I just love fantasy. I like making up my own worlds. And then with vampires, I think it's really cool to make up your own lore. So like in Wretched Woods, it's a really unique way to become a vampire. So that's what I'm really excited when people read the book. I don't want to give any spoilers for anyone who hasn't read it, because it kind of just came to me one day. I was reading it and then I was like, or writing it. And I was like, you know what? This could be a cool way to become a vampire. I don't think anyone will see it coming. So I just love taking my own unique way on the lore.
Yeah. I've read the Four, so this did feel a little bit different from that, and I really appreciated those differences. So, So Wretched Woods, the book, it's also the setting in the book. It centers on a dangerous, almost sentient forest that I forgot to ask you, Amila. How do you say her name? Amela has to survive. And what drew you to using the woods itself as such an active source of tension and danger in the story?
So for most of my books, it kind of takes place like the 4 kind of takes place in like a castle environment. The Vaults and the Versailles is like a college town. So I wanted to take something new to me. So I came up with the Wretched Woods. I was just thinking of like ideas for like woodsy type, foresty type fantasy world instead of like a modern world. And then Wretched Woods, the title kind of came to me and I was like, oh, what if it was like this woods that you go in and then like there's just nasty stuff in the woods, stuff that you won't see in the normal world. And so like there's where the city she's from is basically just like a seaside city. And then there's a path that as you walk around the path, the Wretched Woods is on every side of the path. So the path leads to different cities and stuff. And so the Wretched Woods, you find out in the first chapter that her parents actually went into the Wretched Woods and they disappeared or died. You kind of find out in the book what happens. So I just thought, it's a scary type of, it makes it more horror. It's not technically a horror book, but it makes it scary.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's not horror, but yeah, you still have the warning there. Don't do it.
Yes.
It's not a question I had in here, but have you thought about writing books with the other cities and their experiences and interactions with the Wretched Woods?
I could. I have not thought about that at all.
Oh. There you go.
I was thinking about for the 4 writing about each of the other royalty members and like what happens with them.
Yeah.
But I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet.
Yeah. I can't remember the female's name, but I know I was really interested in what she decided she was going to do.
Yeah, that was Anya.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
We have a few people saying hello. Hey, Katie.
Hi, Monique.
And Jocelyn.
Hi, Jocelyn.
And Morgan.
Hi, Morgan.
Hello and welcome.
Hi, everyone.
I know you just said it, but I can't recall sounds since I'm partially down to Amela. Yeah,
Amela.
Amela. Okay. Amela's motivation is rooted in saving her sister, which gives her the story very personal stakes. How did writing a sibling, I default to like siblings all the time. Mm-hmm. Like in my current series, the first one, she's trying to save her sister. And the third one, she's trying to save her brother. So like, I know this, I understand this very much. But so how did writing a sibling driven rescue mission shape the emotional core of the book for you?
I think it adds like another layer of love. So it's not just like romantic love, but it's also familial love. Yeah. And so the sister's only really in the book at the beginning and the end. So in the whole middle, it's just Amela trying to save her sister. And so it does kind of focus on her relationship then with her guide, who I guess I can kind of spoil if you know me. It's a vampire book. Her guide is a vampire in the book.
I mean, I thought it was going to be when I started reading. I was like, this has got to be a vampire.
It is a vampire, and his name's Xavier. And so it kind of leads into that romance. But I like having like a sisterly love because I have 2 older sisters in my life who I'm very close to. Yeah. So it's really nice to kind of bring them into the story a little bit. Sorry, I'm reading the comment. Did someone say vampire? Yeah. Yes, I did say vampire. So Wretched Woods is a vampire, paranormal romance, romantasy, fantasy romance. It's kind of got all those great elements in it.
I would almost say it's somewhat epic in a way.
I think it's too short to be epic, but yeah, it's close.
I mean, sometimes setting it's more about setting.
That's true. That's fair.
But yeah, it is short, and epic sometimes is about like life ending or big consequences. But the Wretched Woods, I think, as a setting, is big consequences. So I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love vampires. I heard vampire and was summoned.
Yes. If you like vampires, check out my books. They're all vampires except for one of them. One of them is a young adult book, but the rest are all like adult vampire books.
And that is my catchphrase because I wrote my own vampire novel, except my novel, the vampires are villains.
Yep. Yeah. Monique wrote a book called My Ex is a Vampire, I think.
Oh.
Write what the title of your book is, and I'll shout it out. I'm blanking on the title if I got it wrong.
All right, so the book leans into a dark atmospheric horror without relying on constant shock or extreme twist. So that's where it's not really horror, but you kind of have it there, but it's just kind of as a terror. Yes. So how did you approach building that dread and tension while keeping the story grounded and readable?
So I think it's either in the first or the second chapter when her sister enters the Wretched Woods on a dare. So they're playing truth and dare, and she enters the woods. She just sticks her arm in it, and then something happens in the book. I don't want to spoil it, but it's on the back cover, so it's not too much of a spoiler. But her sister does enter the Wretched Woods and then comes back and survives. And so it kind of adds the tension right away because like you're like, oh, I thought nobody could survive the woods. And then you see what happens to the sister, and it kind of like ups the ante a little bit.
Yeah. She says, my ex is a vampire.
Yes, My Ex is a Vampire. It's a good book. I edited it like the first draft. I think it's changed a lot since then. But if anyone loves vampires, check out Monique's book.
Okay, cool. And I guess, Mr. Kempo, you said you sent me a message. Do you know where you sent it? Was it email, Instagram, Discord? I,
Yeah.
I don't know where. Lots of people send me stuff, and I don't always get around to, unless you tell me where it's at. I may not see it for a minute.
Mhm.
Let's see. So Wretched Woods works as a compact standalone story.
Mhm.
What do you enjoy about telling a complete self-contained story compared to writing a longer series?
So, secret, Wretched Woods was actually supposed to be 2 books.
Oh,
And then it ended up being 1 short book. So it was supposed to have a whole other storyline, but after I wrote the first draft of Wretched Woods, I hated it. I
yeah.
hated where it was going, and I didn't want to write it anymore. But I was like, I have this book fully written. Let me just change it up and make it more fun. So it's kind of like a fun, scary romantasy book.
Mhm.
It's not very spicy until the final chapter. I will let you know the final chapter is extremely spicy.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's reading the book and it's like, this is really tame, and then gets to the final chapter, it's a warning. I'm telling you now.
Yeah. The way that the prose is written up until the point where it's spicy, the way the
Mhm.
prose is written, the way the story is told, it almost has like a fairy tale quality to it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when you get to the spicy part, you're like, well, that's not fairy tale.
No, it's not. I mean, the way it is, it's a little bit, but
Yeah.
no, it's definitely more just I wanted to end it in a fun way for me,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed writing the spice scene, and I remember
Yeah.
just laughing while writing the whole thing. So
Okay.
it was the only way I could do it to finish this book. Otherwise, it was supposed to have the sequel was going to be called oh gosh, what was it going to be called? The Kingdom of Blood, and it was going to revolve around the Kingdom of Blood that they go to in the book, and it was going to be revolve around that. Maybe one day I'll write something close to that, but for right now, no.
I do think the Kingdom of Blood it's very interesting because the king says, well, you can't, basically you can't be here unless I'm trying not to give any spoilers away
That's
here.
okay.
So you can't be here unless I feel that you're here for a good reason, that you have a good
Mhm.
heart. And then because, of what she wants to do, he kicks her out. And
Yes.
I'm like, but that's part of her good heart. So I'm
Yes.
like, I'm like, okay, there's
Yeah.
something more going on here that I don't know.
Yep, and that was kind of the lead into the second book.
Yeah.
But I kind of scratched that because I really was not feeling the first draft of this book at all. So I rewrote
Yeah.
it, reworked the ending. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
I do see your message, Ms. Campo, so I will look there. I skipped over one of the questions here, and I think because when I read it, I was thinking you kind of might have answered it already. So we talked about the romantic emotional tension, but we were talking about the woods and about balancing survival and fear and whatnot. But so I want to kind of change this a bit.
Okay.
So how did you think about building the romantic and emotional tension between the two main characters? Because it does start off, it's not dual POV, it's just her POV. So you don't really know what he's thinking. And you think maybe there's something there, but it's so light in the beginning until it starts building up more. So how did you build that in with the tension of the woods?
So I wanted, of course, it was initially meant to be a romantasy, as it is. So I wanted there to be a romance between the two main characters. I only wanted it in her POV because it's like her story of saving her sister is kind of like the main thing. And then the romance is kind of the back burner, but then it kind of switches to like the romance being more upfront. So it's basically, it is enemies to lovers, I would say. Sometimes I think about it, I'm like, it's not really enemies to lovers. It's more like they don't trust each other and then they become allies and then they become lovers. But I guess like if I had to pick a trope, it is enemies to lovers. So I kind of just started off with that. I think it's one of your questions later, but the enemies to lovers is still one of my favorite tropes. So I wanted to actually put that in a book that I wrote because I don't really think any of my books are that.
Unlikely allies to lovers.
Yeah, I think it's more unlikely allies to lovers, except their like first meeting is kind of like, ooh, I cannot trust him.
Well, yeah.
And
I think, but he seems really tame after that. Yeah, it's so like he's very interesting because he starts off very, in the way that she meets him, you're like, oh boy. And then he's very tame after that. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he was kind of influenced by Spike from Buffy, not like a lot, but a little bit where he kind of has like that first entrance and then afterwards he's kind of just like, he's just a tame bad boy.
Yeah. I liked him though. He was a good antagonist or love interest, first antagonist and love interest. So, all right. The last time you were here, I asked about your favorite romantasy author and you mentioned Raven Kennedy. So instead of asking you the same question again, I would love to know who is your favorite romantasy author you're really enjoying reading right now, or someone that you've read recently that you would recommend.
Yes. So recently I just finished listening to the audiobook of I Medusa.
Hmm.
I believe I have the person's name up because I could not remember it. It's Ayana Gray.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's basically a not a modern, but like a retelling of Medusa.
Okay. I was wondering, is
So
it
it's
from her perspective?
yes, it's from Medusa's perspective.
Okay.
And so I know like the mythology of Medusa and stuff. So I was interested. I was actually in a book club with my friend Becca and her friend Molly, and this was our first attempt at a book club. So we read the book and then we kept being not on the same pages. So we kept like just keep reading and then we never talked about it.
Oh,
So
geez. Okay. Yeah.
but it was kind of funny. But yeah, so that's the most recent book I read. I read another, I think it was a romantasy before that, but I could not tell you the name of it. I'd have to look that up.
Well, the one that I just recently read was Wretched Woods by Katelyn Young.
Thank you.
I am curious, though. This is not one of the questions in there. Before I get to the final question that I asked my authors. So, Wretched Woods it has the color palette is dark and blues with it seems like it's that silver, somewhat with silver.
Yeah.
All your other books are like dark and reds.
Red, yeah.
So, what made that change for you?
So it was actually a pre-made cover.
Oh, okay.
So I was going to hire someone to do it. I mean, I still hired someone. I just bought their pre-made. But I saw the girl on the cover and I was like, she looks really close to what Amela looks like.
Yeah.
And then it had the moon in the background. It kind of has like woods in the background as well. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get this cover. I like it. Omeo and Jules' original cover was actually blue and silver too. But I did a poll a while ago asking people like if they liked the cover for Omeo and Jewel, and nobody liked it. So I changed it like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this one really stands out in your catalog.
Yeah, it's very different, and I really like it.
Yeah. Oh, I love the cover.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was just used to seeing the red covers for you, and I saw this, and I was like, oh, that's not red.
Mhm.
All right. So I also asked you last time you were here about your favorite fantasy or romance trope. I know you just mentioned the enemies to lovers, and you said then you mentioned enemies to lovers and bad guy, good girl. And you said that enemies to lovers is still a favorite for you. Are there any other tropes that you might be especially obsessed with right now?
I do like a good arranged marriage. If you like arranged marriage, check out the 4. Anyway, but otherwise, I do love arranged marriage. Let's see. I don't want to say I like this trope, but I do is insta love. I write it a lot, and I didn't realize how much I liked it. You know, I do like a good slow burn, but I think insta love is more my pace.
Yeah, I think I typically write slow burn. But with my novelettes that are coming out later this year, I have one that's an insta love, and I didn't know how my readers would take it. My readers liked it. They like the change up.
Yeah, I like both, but I think I just happen to read and write more insta love. But a good slow burn can be amazing.
Yeah, I think you can get a lot of tension with the slow burn, but you have the insta love. You kind of do have that from him. I feel like in Richard Woods, insta love for him, but she can't trust it, especially with that entrance, the way he came into the story. So that's where you kind of have that enemies vibe there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, Miss Ocampo says, who designed your cover?
Ooh, I have it. I think it's Paracoze Designs. Yes, it's Paracoze space designs. So Paracoze Designs. She has a Facebook group and she posts pre-mades all the time.
Does she have a website or is it just a Facebook group?
I think it's just a Facebook group. She might have an Instagram, but I can message you later, Monique.
I'm kind of interested too.
Oh yeah, it's on Facebook. Paracoze Design. I think it might be under a different name, so I can let you know that as well.
Is it Dublin Tattoo Convention? No.
That's just what her company is. It might be under like her. I don't think it's under her personal Facebook, but it's more like her personal name. I think it might be under. So I can message you guys that.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to know it.
Okay.
All right. So we have gotten through the questions for the author, at least my questions. If you guys have any questions still, you're welcome to ask them at any point. We're going to move on to the fun and game section, which is author's choice. Katelyn chose villain, anti-hero, or love interest. And for this one, I'm going to, I said I was going to describe a fantasy character concept. I decided to do like short little descriptions. So some of them are really, really short, and some of them have a little more to them. And I did try to pull them from this book and from your whole collection.
Ooh, fun.
You have some there. There might be some, and I have so many of them that we might get some random ones in there that are not from your collection. So
there's so many.
Yeah, I put a lot in here.
Oh my gosh.
So
I'm excited.
And so what our job is that we're going to say if we were writing a story with them, Or if you're a reader who's here, what would you want to see in a story? So are they villain? Are they the morally gray anti-hero? Or are they the love interest? So 3. There's no wrong answers. Morally gray opinions are absolutely encouraged. So, all right. We'll do a few of these.
Okay.
Mirror Knight. Actually, I should take that one out because I meant to take that one out. Let's do another one because I don't know what that means. I don't know what I was thinking. I meant to add some of these. I was just writing quick, and then I start adding some more. So I should go back and add. No, let me just take these out.
Okay. I do agree. A villain for Mirror Knight, but
A
we
mirror.
can do another one.
I didn't know what that meant when I was looking up different like not tropes, archetypes. I didn't know what that meant, so I went to take it out. All right, a debt-bound guardian.
Ooh, I think that could be a good love interest.
Yeah, I'd love interest. I think.
Yeah. Love interest, maybe like an anti-hero too.
Yeah, depending on what the debt is, right?
Yeah.
And what lengths are they going? Would they go through to fulfill that debt?
I think that would be really cool.
Luna's here. Hello, how are you
Hello.
doing? Hope all is good. I think that is Nicole.
Okay.
Found it on Facebook. Mr. Campo, yeah, you don't have a wrench. I was gonna say you could share it.
Oh, do I have a wrench?
You do. I believe you do. Yeah, from a while ago.
In the chat. Oh, I'd have to connect to YouTube. I don't know how to do all that.
That's okay.
I don't want it to take me away while I'm like in the middle of this.
Love interest. I think that's for this one. Oh, I get the idea. And then, Mr. Campo, I think I just gave you a wrench. So if you did find it on Facebook, I would love the link if you wouldn't mind. All right, let's do the next one. Some of these I did much better describing them.
That's okay. It's fun.
The general who burned his own orders.
Ooh, I feel like I'm going to give the same answer. Love interest or anti-hero?
I would say anti-hero for this one.
Yeah, because I don't really see him as a villain. I kind of want him to have like not just a villainous storyline.
There it is. She found it. Thank you. Anti-hero for Morgan.
Anti-hero. Okay, I think we're going to go with anti-hero.
Anti-hero for visiting person. Hello, welcome. Felicia, hello.
Hello.
The Pathmaker.
Pathmaker. Ooh.
Feels like it has to be a love interest.
A love interest, yeah. I was going to actually say villain.
Oh, well, yeah.
Out of nowhere, I was like,
villain. Maybe it's the ones who made the path through the wretched woods.
Yep, trying to keep you out, but maybe they really want you to go in. I don't know. That didn't really make sense.
No, it's all right. Villain. She agrees with you. Villain.
Yeah.
We don't have to agree though. We can.
No, that's fine.
Whatever we want to do. It's our stories.
Yes.
The ghost who still bleeds.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that one. The ghost who still bleeds. I'm not sure.
I would say I don't know. I think I'd go with love interest because
I know I'm feeling love interest for this one too.
Because if a ghost is still bleeding, that means they probably need help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't think villain.
Yeah,
that one was off the table.
Pathmaker definitely has antagonist vibes. Not sure about villain. Ghost that still bleeds. Gabby from my novel would make them a love interest.
Yes, that would work.
The last monster translator.
Ooh, I feel like that's a villain.
I was thinking anti-hero.
Ooh, one of the two. Maybe a love interest, somebody will say.
No, probably villain. No, villain. Because
yeah.
then they would take advantage of being the only one who could talk to the monsters and become like the king or queen. Whatever.
Yeah. Or
anti-hero for me.
Yeah.
The executioner who never kills twice.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't know why I was writing this. I was like, duh, how can they kill twice? Well,
Maybe a
more
villain.
than one person, not just one person being killed twice.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm gonna say villain, but I feel like that's too obvious.
Miss Ocampo agrees.
Okay.
But she almost said love interest for the monster translator.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Yeah. I think this could be interesting. If it was a villain, the
Mhm.
executioner kills you, brings you back from the dead to kill you again.
Oh my gosh. That would be like they really didn't like you.
Yeah, right. Villain for Anna.
Ooh, love interest.
Love
That
interest.
could be good. That could be good. Like they go to kill you and then you just like look up at them and they're like, nope, not doing it.
Well, you gotta look up at them and say, you don't kill twice, you can't kill me.
Yep.
We'll make it a dark romance.
Yes. Oh goodness.
The vampire who refused to drink human
Oh
blood.
my goodness. This reminds me of so many good TV shows. It's gotta be a love interest.
Yeah, love interest. Yeah, love interest.
It's gotta be. It could be a crazy villain though. The
Yeah, but
villain
what
who
would they be
refuses to drink
drinking?
blood. I don't know.
Maybe there are gods and they don't drink human blood, they drink god blood.
Oh,
That's a
yeah,
villain.
I was thinking Stefan Salvatore too.
Oops. I meant to click on that one. Steve, yeah, it's Stefan Salvatore. I was thinking exactly
I guess
Twilight.
it's the other way around. The human who refused. No, never mind. I confused myself. Never mind.
Love interest for Morgan.
Yep.
Vampire that drinks animal blood is basically Twilight. That's what I was thinking. It was Twilight.
Yeah, I was thinking Twilight and then True Blood a little bit. And then or what's his name from I'm watching True Blood right now. Bill from True
The
Blood.
Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, and the Vampire Diaries, yeah.
But unless the vampire who refuses to drink human blood drinks god blood, that's something different than animal blood.
That is true.
That's a way to twist it a little bit. The Reaper who lets one soul go each year.
Ooh, I'm thinking love interest.
Anti-hero.
Ooh, anti-hero would be good too.
Yeah.
I think they'd both be good. Because it could be like they let your soul go and then you're in love or something. But I could see anti-hero.
Yeah. Because if the female and or whoever falls in love with the Reaper sees that the Reaper continues to reap souls, but not theirs. Yeah.
That's true.
Reaper is giving love interest. Morgan says, I think anti-hero. So no villains in this case.
No villains.
The rebel who turned in the revolution.
Ooh.
Villain?
Villain for me. It could be an anti-hero, but I'm
anti-hero.
villain.
Yeah, I'd say villain too.
Turning in the revolution, get out of here. Villain.
Villain, yeah.
Villain in all
Capital letters. Villain. The crownless queen.
Ooh, I kind of like anti-hero for this one.
Yeah.
Or villain. Honestly, any of them could work.
Any of them could work, yeah. I think I'd probably, I don't know. I think it'd be almost cliche to make it the villain.
Yeah.
Because then you think about like all the stepmothers and the fairy tales and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anti-hero for the crownless queen. Anti-hero.
Yes.
I would love to see Crownless Queen as a protagonist. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I agree. Yep. The monster who keeps the village safe.
Oh, okay. I feel like that's gotta be love interest.
Yeah, love interest.
Or just hero, but love interest.
Yeah. Anti-hero.
Anti-hero. That could work too.
What if it? Yeah, if it's an anti-hero, what if it keeps the village safe, but it kills everybody who tries to enter?
Ooh, that's a good take on it.
Love interest. Yeah, that's where I'd go to. The god who stepped down.
Ooh.
Definitely will have to be love interest or anti-hero, I
I'm
think.
thinking the same thing. I think I'm gonna go with love interest.
Love
You know,
interest.
step down to be with somebody.
Yeah. Unless they stepped down because they were really their eyes were open to all the damage they were doing.
Yeah, that's true. That too.
Love interest for sure. Hello, Hercules. Yeah, but Hercules killed his wife and children.
I only know Hercules from the Disney movie.
Oh, yeah, you don't know. That's the whole reason for the labors.
No, I don't know all his lore. I used to really be into mythology, but I never really knew Hercules now that I think about it.
Now, it wasn't his fault. He was driven crazy by Hera because Hera was jealous that he was Zeus's son.
Uh-huh.
So she drove him crazy and he killed his wife and his children. So then he had to do the 13 labors.
Oh my
12
gosh, I did
labors.
not know all this. I only know the Disney version.
We've got villain, Disney version. Sorry, I should have clarified.
That's okay. That's what I got from it.
Star Cursed Navigator. This would be a funny story.
Star Curse Navigator. Maybe I'm gonna say villain. I was thinking love interest, but I think villain would be more fun.
Yeah, villain would be more fun. But how do you navigate?
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know how you would do this.
That would take a lot of research to write that one.
Unless you give them magic of some type that allows them to
That is
navigate,
true.
so they don't
Yeah.
need the stars.
Yeah, that is true.
Star Cursed Navigator sounds like an anti-hero for me.
That could work, yeah.
Like a very funny anti-hero. I think it just has to make for a funny story, to be honest.
It'd be funny no matter what.
Even as a love interest. Like, let's sail across the seas, but we're going to be lost most of the time. A curse eater.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah.
Curse. I'm gonna go anti-hero.
Same anti-hero.
Yeah.
I wonder what they would do with the curse. They ate
Yeah.
a curse. Does it dissolve and gets like digested, or do they get whatever magic was associated with
Yeah,
the curse?
that would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe
'Cause
I'll
if they
steal that one.
If they get like magic that's associated with curses and they can use it, they could be
Yeah.
a villain.
Yeah, that is true.
So, curse eater definitely sounds like an anti-hero. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Truth taker.
Ooh,
I love this one. I don't think it would be a love interest.
me neither. I'm stuck between the other two.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go villain.
Villain.
But I think anti-hero would be really cool too.
Yeah. I'm thinking back to another author that we had on the show. My girlfriend from college, Jenna Ashwood, was the pen name she came on as. And that one, the main female character took truths and she had to, she took secrets. That was part of her organization she was part of. And she used those truths to her advantage, although she couldn't tell anybody about them because she was bound by her vows. But she used them to her advantage because she was part of a resistance movement.
Okay, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, so she was almost like an anti-hero in her own way.
Okay. Anti-hero works too.
Villain for truth taker. All right, let's do two more, and then we'll go into our sprints.
Okay.
No, one sprint, not sprints. The vampire who raised the child they were meant to kill.
That's got to be a love interest.
Yeah,
Maybe an anti-hero.
Yeah, I think love interest for this one.
Yeah. Or, I mean, it could be a villain if they're raising the kid, poorly. But
I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna raise you bad.
Yes, raise you to be evil.
That sounds like a villain, honestly. Really? I have to say love interest, but yeah, I know. That's all right.
I'm between love interest and villain for that one.
She said, sorry, not sorry.
That's funny.
All right, one more. Villain, making more villains.
Yes. That's what I was thinking.
The last unicorn hunter has to be a villain.
I was gonna say, I think we're ending on a villain.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a villain. I mean, I suppose you could make a story if it's last unicorn hunter, it's an anti-hero. If the love interest of the last unicorn hunter is able to get them to change their mind,
Mm-hmm.
or if unicorns are terrible. So, who wants to kill unicorns?
Villain.
A villain.
Villain
Yeah,
does.
has to be villain. Yeah, I think it has to be villain. I
Mhm.
could make a case for the other ones, but yeah, I think it's going to have to be villain.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So next we are going to move into the happily ever after sprint. And Katelyn chose to go without a writing prompt, which is great because I need to work on my book. So, and for everybody else, this doesn't have to be writing, or it could be whatever you want it to be, whether you're reading, writing, housework, coursework, day job, or just taking care of you, or night job, because if you're nighttime for some of us now.
Mhm.
So, and so before I start the timer, Katelyn, what it is that you feel you'll be working on?
I have 2 projects. I'm not sure which one I'm going to work on. I have a book about mermaids, angels, and vampires, and then I have something completely different, which is a workplace romance that's inspired by me and my boyfriend. So I don't know which one I'm going to work on.
That's cute. All right. I'm gonna work on I think I'm in my final revision round of A Curse of Spikes and Smoke, which is the 3rd book in my Brides of the Dragon King series. Hoping to do that as a Kickstarter later this year. I made a bunch of revision notes for myself as I went through my Omega Reader feedback, and I went through my Critique Partners feedback. So now I'm doing a final revision round before I set it up for alpha readers, and I'll be sending that out next week to my newsletter. So, and then
Awesome.
I'm so excited. This is like one of my favorite books I've ever written. I absolutely love the story.
That's good.
So
That's really good.
yeah, and I hate revision, but I'm happy going to revisions because I like the story. So, all right, we'll get started. We're going to do 30 minutes on the clock. Workplace romance, obviously.
Okay, that's what I'm going to work on.
For you. So, and yeah, in the chat, if you guys want to tell us what you're working on, go ahead. And we will be focusing on our writing for this next 30 minutes or whatever it is that you're doing. And then we'll come back and we'll chat about it. And we'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Bye-bye.
I have to hit the right buttons. All right, let me take off the banner. How did you do?
I got distracted by my phone. I'll be honest. My dad called me, so I talked to him for a little bit, and then I got distracted. But I did come up with a couple opening lines to the workplace romance. So I have 2 options so far.
Oh, so that's like a new work then.
Yeah, I was just outlining it before, and I was like, you know what? I'll try to come up with a couple opening lines, and I did that.
I got 69 words added in revisions.
Good job.
Yeah. So I got to cross off one thing on my revision list and added another. So didn't really make progress on my revision list. I mean, I did, but I just made it longer. All right, let's see how the chat did. We left off here with Anna saying workplace romance. Obviously, I know, right? Says Jocelyn. And then hello, writer, says Aphrodite.
Hello.
All right. Well, we just ended our writing sprint and trying to find the right tab here for me. Before we wrap up everything, can you tell us a little bit about what you're working on next and when it might come out?
So I have a pen name actually for a Rockstar Romance trilogy that I plan on releasing. And then the first book in the Rockstar Romance called Stone Cold comes out this Thursday, the 12th. It is called Stone Cold and it is by K. Shirls. So that's my pen name, K. Shirls. It's K for Katie, and then Shirley is my middle name. So I went with Shirls.
I don't think you gave me a link for any of that, right? But is it on your TikTok?
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just dropped the TikTok link and the website in the chat. Plus, website's pinned at the top just in case if anyone missed it.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. And yeah, so before we end the show, what about telling everyone about where they can find Wretched Woods and your other romantasies?
So Wretched Woods can be found on Amazon. It's in Kindle Unlimited, and then the paperback's on Amazon. And then the paperback should be added to my website sometime next week. I do have a book event on Friday. It's a vampire ball that I'm going to, and I'm selling my books there. So depending on if I sell out, it will be up. If I don't, or if I do sell out, it will not be up. If I don't sell out, then it will be up. So
where's the vampire ball at?
It's in Beloit, Wisconsin.
Okay. And we don't ever have anything happen here where I live in the Panhandle of Florida. I'd have to travel to go anywhere to be part of anything. And I'm like, I already find it hard to go out and be at public events that I have to try and sell myself.
Yeah, I tend to do better at the in-person public events, selling better there. And this one's only about an hour away from me, so
that's not bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me today on Charm Chats and Happily Ever After Sprints. It's great having you back again.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was really fun.
Yeah. And thank you everyone who joined us today. And Aphrodite says working on scripts, call sides to get ready for an audition coming up. I wish you the best of luck.
Yes, good luck.
Yeah. So next on Charm Chats and Happily Ever After Sprints, I'll have guest author Adam Gaffin. He joins us tomorrow, and I did have him also 2 years ago, so it's great to have him back. And that'll be tomorrow, February 11th at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, and that will do it. Bye, everyone.
I want to tell you something. Don't be scared.
It's midnight, baby, just us two, no bright lights, nothing to prove. Your handshake, mine do too, but it feels right being close to you.
Come closer, don't look away. We both know why you came to stay. Your heart beats loud, I hear it too. This moment's a little taboo.
Don't rush it, move slow, feel the heat start to grow. If you want me, let it show. Tell me soft, tell me low. Taboo, taboo.